Welcome back to the Buddy Martin Show. I'm Tyler Corley, and I'm here with Toombs County High School head football coach Buddy Martin. Coach Martin, thank you for being with us again this week to talk to us about Toombs County football. So looking back at last week, big win over South Effingham, 49-0. Defense, good performance on offense. What did you guys see in looking back over the film, and what have we been working on in practice this week?
Yeah, I think it was a great win. Anytime you can go on the road and win, I think that kind of was the focus for us. It's our first road win. We had a home scrimmage in the spring. We had a home fall scrimmage. We had a home game one, and now it's kind of the first time this team has gone on the road. So, you're going to play a larger school, a 5A South Effingham. So, they have talent. They've got size. They've got depth. I think we were, a lot more athletic than they were. But our guys played hard. I think we prepared well. I think we handled the road trip well. It was good to come away with a win. When you start getting on, breaking things down on film after the game. Some of the things that stand out was, again, I hope we say this every week that we were able to do this show is the effort of our kids. They play with phenomenal effort, which can help you overcome mistakes. But just little things defensively, we had a few blown coverages there early, but we had enough pressure on the quarterback that he wasn't able to make the throw, on several of those instances. So, and then, offensively early in the game, we were just a little bit off in our passing game, and we're able to get it going offensively with the run game. That first opening series, man, we complete 2 big passes to Lagonza. We come out, see they're going to try to load the blocks and play man coverage, and we feel really good about our receivers in man coverage. So able to complete some big balls and get down there and then hand it off, and we fumble. And, we practice that sudden change and trying to get our defense to take the field in a situation like that with energy and enthusiasm. And got to go get a stop and get the ball back. We were able to do that, and then we were able to score the following drive. So, some mistakes there that you want to clean up. You don't want to fumble. You don't want to blow some coverages. You want every play to work right, but that's just the reality of it. Is every play doesn't score a touchdown, and every play defensively is not a sack or tackle for loss. So, one of the big areas we've improved this week is in special teams. Our kickoff coverage was just out of place. Again, guys are giving good effort, but had some guys out of lanes and getting some bad situations just based on our spacing on kickoff. But overall, good week. I think we came out of it healthy. We had 2 starters that were out the game last week that we're looking to have back this week. So, yeah, it was a good week. I thought it was a really good road win for us.
Looking forward to this week, we have Rome. That is not a traditional opponent for us. They're a very, very successful, larger classification team. Coach Reed's done a very good job there and pretty much everywhere else that he's been. Can you tell us about what you guys are looking at in film, preparing for this week, and then also talk a little bit about how you prepare to travel your team that far on a Friday night for a game?
Yeah, a lot of challenges, right, this week presents. I think it's, we talked to our guys Monday. Hey, this is a playoff game. This is a playoff atmosphere. This is a playoff type trip. It's a rock mark trip in the season last year, and a chance for us to go play on a big stage against a really successful, good football team this year, but good football program. I spent 2 years early in my coaching career, spent 2 years coaching at Shorter University there in Rome, and so very familiar with the area, very familiar with Rome, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go make the trip. It was one of those late additions to our schedule. We were having trouble finding the 10th game, and I have a ton of respect for their program, their coaching staff. Know several guys on that staff. They do a great job, and they've got a really good football team and good fan base. And I'm excited for Toombs County to roll in there and show up and let them know that we have the same, that we have high expectations and we have a high standard, and we've got a great program, we've got a great community, and so excited about the trip. I think obviously some challenges there. Rome's very talented. They're they're a 5A school. They're highly ranked. They've got good depth. They've got more players than we do. They're going to be tempo offensively. They spread the ball around. They're going to use the whole field, sideline to sideline. They can throw it vertically down the field. So challenges you defensively. I think the biggest challenge for us defensively is we got to be able to make tackles in space. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of 7 guys on a tackle like we've seen in some games, or like it was this past week with South Effingham wanting to load the box and run the ball. So Rome's going to spread us out. They're going to play fast. They're going to test matchups. And I think defensively we got to tackle in space. We got to take away the run game. Got to try to make them throw the ball down the field and beat you that way. Not give up easy stuff on the quick throws and in the run game. And then offensively, big test for us up front. They've got a long, athletic defensive line. They've got a highly recruited kid at outside linebacker who, it's neat. He was committed to Alabama for a while and then flipped to Tennessee in August. So they got a Tennessee commit. We've got a Tennessee commit. So that's a pretty neat situation there. Those guys will be teammates next year. But he's a really good player, and we've got to know where he's at on offense all the time. And we've got to do a good job of getting the ball to our athletes in space, and we've got to be able to block them up front and give TJ time to make the read and get the ball out. And I'll say this every week. I think if we can get our run game going, it's going to just help that much more offensively to get the ball where it needs to be. So, I would say, the special teams game, they've got an advantage. They've got a kicker, a really good kicker. Reminds me of Braylon, last year. But Alex is getting better. He's gaining more confidence, and I've been very proud of him. We challenged him some this week with some longer kicks, and he did well. And so, just trying to get better. I think, you go into a game like this, it's easy for your focus to be on the opponent. But we're just trying to keep our focus on us and how we can get better every day. I mean, it's game 3. There's still a long way to go. And I told our guy, Rome's a good football team. They're a bigger classification. But make no mistake about what we're going to Rome to do. We're going to compete. We're going to execute. We're going to go attack them to win the football game. So that's where we're at. And that's you asked about the trip. We're gonna kind of go in 2 groups. We're gonna take our older guys up and Thursday and spend the night. We went day of at Rockmart, and that game didn't work out like we wanted it to. So going to try traveling this way. I know a bunch of coaches that have done it this way. So just try to get that older group so they're not traveling on the day of, most of those varsity players. But yeah, we're excited about the trip, excited about the opportunity and the stage, the platform that we'll have in this game.
Well, moving on to the athletic department as a whole, since we talked to each other last week, the softball team had another big win over Savannah Christian, and so that just further solidifies their position in the region going forward. Volleyball continues to do well. Can you just talk about the state of the athletic department as a whole again and how fall sports are going?
Yeah, I think we're plugging along. You kind of get to that point where we're a month into this fall season now, so you kind of hit the honeymoon period's over. I tell our kids that all the time. You're not the new student in the new classroom anymore. You got to work. You got to continue. You got to embrace the grind of showing up every day and working hard, and that's what our teams are doing. And I'm blessed to be able just to kind of, with what I do, to see all of that and see how many people are hard at work, how many coaches, how many student athletes, the support that we have throughout our whole athletic department. When I sit down and think about all of it, it just blows me away, and I realize just how blessed we are here in Toombs County. But big win, big region win. Last week, over Vidalia, which was big rivalry, able to go out and beat them in JV and varsity, and that was a great night for our softball team. And then 2 days later to have Savannah Christian here and to be able to win that game kind of puts you in the front of the race for the region now for our softball team. And that coaching staff's done a great job. And those girls have done a phenomenal job. They're competitors. I just walked by them in the weight room. They're in there getting after it this morning. So they're a fun group to be around. That coaching staff does a great job. And like you said, we've got, our cross country teams working, volleyball teams working to get better. And, our esports is rolling along, and there's so much good things that are happening. We're excited to be a small part of it that happens every day.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, for being here. And this has been the Buddy Martin Show. Get yourself to Rome this Friday. Kick off at 7:30 against the Rome Wolves. Until next time, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you for joining us.